Boom. Like this.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Eddie Stylez, and we are back at it with another episode of the Let's Talk Fitness podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, tapping in with your boy. Today's episode, we have a very special treat for you guys. I have my first guest back on since the podcast has been live. We got a very special trainer, coach, my good friend, Mr. Josh Wilson, my boy.
What's
Appreciate
going
you
on,
coming
y'all?
on, my guy. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Go ahead and
Of
introduce
course, of
yourself.
course. What's going on, y'all? Josh Wilson, aka Seriously Wilson, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to be on this show. Me and Eddie been looking to catch up for a long time. So it's definitely going to be pretty fun picking each other's brains because I know we've been at this, we've been in this fitness world for a good bit of time. We probably started around the same time. And I know that we used each other's passion as motivation as well. So it's definitely it's going to be fun to dive deep into this, and I'm ready to see what we got going on here, see how we can help as many people or give as many tips or inspire as many people to jump into this fitness world and kind of find their way, find their tune, and hopefully make it a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. All right, bro. So I think we should just start with a little background, bro. Little background about you, little background about how we met, everything, and we pretty much just go from there, bro. So I'll start off with pretty much my little spiel. So if you guys tapped in and listened to the last episode of the podcast, I did mention me being in the military. And when I did first enlist, again, I was a split ops. I was very young. And when I got through all my training, I was at my new workplace, if you will. And Josh Wilson is what I know him as, is one of the guys I actually met there. And he was a fucking blessing when it came to showing me around, explaining exactly what the job is, what I got to do, pretty much being that guy for me. He was the fucking man. So that is how I was introduced to Wilson. And when it came to the coaching and stuff, like he said, we pretty much started around the same time, which is actually fucking crazy. It's
Yeah,
actually
wow.
crazy. So we started around at the same time. And from there, if you guys look at our pages, it's been straight fucking growth. Straight growth in all aspects when it comes to business, when it comes to personal, when it comes to our own physique. It's been fucking straight gains all across the board, right? So talk a little bit about your background coming from the military. You also have a bunch of your own personal transformations as well.
Mhm.
Explain a little bit about your background in health and fitness, how you got into coaching. Talk about yourself, bro.
Man, so shoot, military, I feel like that's so long ago, man. But yeah, like Eddie was saying, how we first met, and I'll even get into that first. Eddie was, young and he came in and this guy, he wanted to learn. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to learn. He wanted to see what was going on, what was the ins and outs. And, the type of guy I am, like I can't let, anyone that wants to learn to be even better or be greater than what they are now, like I can't just let you just be here wandering around. So I took what I knew and I, kind of showed Eddie around and what I mean, I watched him grow as we continue to grow and as we entered into this fitness world as well. It's definitely been pretty cool to see like how that same like militant, like that steadiness and that focus is like still like in Eddie as well. And you can definitely see it as it thrives throughout his business and what he does. He has a motive and he knows what he wants to do. I mean, anyone that joins the military really kind of like has already made their mind up that they want to do something, but you may not know what it is. You kind of want to like make sure that you at least secure something that would keep you out of trouble or keep you on the straight tracks. You know what I mean? Eddie's a smart man, and I definitely I appreciate
Appreciate those
watching
words,
him
man.
grow, and I definitely appreciate him giving me my credit as well. We had to do this together. We had to do this
Yeah.
together. But that's a little bit about how me and the backstory of me and Eddie. But for myself, I mean, military was a bit in my life, and it was pretty fun. But I knew it wasn't what I wanted to do. It was kind of something to fill the time and keep me on a straight line. There was always that subconscious thought that was like, all right, if I fuck this up, then I'm kind of messed up for life.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that I stayed on track, and I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do at the time. So, I'm trying different things and doing construction and all that. I was in construction for I don't know how many years. Tried sales, all that good stuff, service, restaurants, and everything like that. Was not for me. And when I was younger, like my father had health issues, so I helped with him a big time, like a lot. And I kind of watched his progress, like decline over time. And it could have been like prevented over just like simple things like cleaning up diet, giving up old habits, working out more, a little bit more than he had. Once he had finally, kicked the bucket, passed away, I was like, I can't let things like this happen to one myself. And then like if I have knowledge for it, like, I can't let that happen to like as many people that I know that want the help. So that's kind of like what kickstarted it all together. Obviously, a flower grows in the dark, you know what I mean? So have to go through a rough time to experience or some growth, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's what kickstarted the journey. And I mean, I haven't really looked back ever since. Like I've always been infatuated with the human body and the things that it can do, like the way it can grow, the way it can shrink, the way it can move, all that good stuff. With that type of like background and knowing that I can make a difference, I definitely felt like fitness and health was definitely something that I wanted to like jump into. And like my training style, as you see, I wouldn't say it's all over. I definitely have my seasons where I like to experiment, as in,
Mhm.
just try stuff. Like it's the reason my business is called the Lab Fitness. Like I just experiment. I have tons and tons and tons and tons of programs that I've just tried with bodybuilding, power training, functional movements, just all around athleticism, just something to kind of like keep the entire body like moving and just figuring out ways that I can like integrate it like all together that kind of like give somebody just like that ultimate like feel good like state. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your powerlifting moments and you feel like you're stronger than ever. And then you
Mhm.
have your bodybuilding moments where you feel like you look better than anything. You know what I mean? And then you have your athletic moments where you feel like, yo, who can beat me, yo? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I can do anything. So I like to kind of like dibble and dabble in like all categories and kind of like prove to myself, not anyone else, like what I can do. So
Mhm.
I mean, I would say that I do love like life and like I like that lifestyle training because it attracts the type of people that kind of want to be on top of their shit for just like regular day to day life. You know what I mean? If you're like someone of importance or something like that, then you always want to stay on top of your game because that's one of the key staples, you know what I mean? Take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of you know what I mean? So if that's something that you would like to do or anything, that's like my drive and just to
Mhm.
keep all around like fluidity, mobility, functionality, all that good stuff. And you're gonna look good because you're working out. So it's gonna come with it
Mhm.
anyway. So as
That's
long as you
facts.
just, if you just kind of like stick to it, then you can all around just like build like in my opinion, like one of the greatest versions of yourself.
That's
So
facts.
that kind of like sums up like my total like I just want to be just balanced and kind of across the board at above or even elite levels if you want to even
Mhm.
take it there. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be
Yeah.
there, then you be across the board in that. So that's a little bit my style. We're gonna go hard, but we're gonna make it make sense. But we're gonna feel good as well. We're gonna see what happens out of this because we're still
Yeah.
experimenting.
Now that's fucking crazy, bro, that you say that because again, a lot of people there's multiple different, let's say, fields of fitness, right? You have your power
Hmm.
lifters, you got your bodybuilders, you got your
Hmm.
calisthenics, you got
Hmm.
your general lifestyle fitness, whatever, right? Now you are what I would call the fucking definition of hybrid fucking coach when it comes to working with people who are a little bit older and specializing in mobility to people who are in their early 20s to where they're fucking benching 315. Now, what are some traits that you think are important when it comes to just building your physique, improving your lifestyle, and getting better overall? What do you think are just some important things that a person has to do?
Number one, in my opinion, you gotta have discipline. You know what I mean? Discipline is like number one because it beats motivation, it beats
Hmm.
inspiration, it beats all that good stuff. Like if you like know that this is what you want and you like stick to it, you have the discipline to stay on your routine. You know what I mean? Eat what you need to eat, like regardless of how you feel or any situation that you're in. Discipline is most definitely gonna like take you all the way there.
Now, not to cut you off, what if somebody is that's their struggle? What
That's a
is your
struggle.
advice to be more disciplined, to get more discipline?
I would say, I would say like more of like structure and like more scheduling. You know what I mean? Like plan your days out and plan what you're going to do. Write it down if
Mhm.
you need to. Put it in your notes. Put it on the calendar. Put it on a big board. Like, write out your next day and have like some structure to it. Don't just have you like all over the place. Make your day make sense. Like if you're like
Fire.
if you work overnight, if you work overnight, then obviously build a schedule that would you know what I mean work for you. If you know
Mhm.
you have that type of energy when you first get off of work, then make that where you would move around for the most of the week or get your workout in. Don't try to go to sleep and then try to squeeze it in real quick and then go to work, and then now your cycle's all thrown off. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
definitely like schedule it out and like make sure that it like makes sense to like your day. Like
Time management, man. That's a
time
fucking big
management.
one right there, bro.
Time
That's a big
management
one.
is time management is key because like I mean we all got that 24 hours, same 24 hours, you know what I mean? But it's like what you do with those hours, you know what I mean? Like if you decide to go to work at this time, especially if you're an entrepreneur or something like that and you're not in that 9 to 5 system, you can kind of make up your own schedule. I know how hard it is to like first make up your schedule when you get into like that entrepreneur be like, oh, I have so much time.
Oh,
Like
so much time.
I can just do whatever I want. Like it's like, no, you can't because your time is like money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So especially if you're like trying to do something with it, it's like you gotta have some structure and you got to have like a schedule or great time management. And then that discipline is like huge, huge, huge for me because like I said, without that discipline, you're not gonna get anything done. You
Yeah,
know?
that's facts. Yeah, no, I think time, like you said, bro, time management is a big thing, and I think that's actually something that I harp on
Hmm.
drastically with my clients. It's like you have to prioritize your health and fitness the most. You have to
Hmm.
put that first, right? Yeah, we got bills. Yeah, we got stuff we got to take care of. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of your health, right? That's going to put you in the best position to show up as the best significant other, the best
Hmm.
worker, the best
Hmm.
entrepreneur, whatever the
Hmm.
case is. So I think for if you are struggling with discipline, time management is probably the number one thing you can do is literally block off times to where you can get your shit done, right? When it
Hmm.
comes to your nutrition, block off a Sunday to where, all right, you have 4 hours. That 4 hours, you're going to the grocery store, you're
Yep.
grabbing everything you need, you're prepping your meals, and you're fucking doing what you have to do to set yourself
Hmm.
up for success. Now, I'm not saying you got to go to the grocery store and meal prep for 7 days a week. Now, not everybody can
Nah.
do that, right? But again, you have to have something that works for you. Whether you buy groceries and you cook, you meal prep for the first 3 days of the week, and then that
Hmm.
day in the middle, you prep for the rest of the week. You have to find what works for you. But again, time management is one of those things to where
Yeah, that's
it
huge.
will literally save so much time. It'll save so much stress and anxiety to where you're
Hmm.
not thinking, what am I going to eat? When am I going to work out? Your shit should be blocked in just as a doctor appointment, a dentist appointment, something to where, again, it is
Hmm.
quote unquote more serious, right? And
Yeah.
again, that's where the discipline comes, building momentum and just doing the reps over and over and over again. I think those are crucial right there, man. Crucial.
Yeah, man. You got to execute and you just got to repeat. And over time, it just becomes like, it becomes easy. Like I tell my clients all the time, like, you got to do the uncomfortable like it's comfortable until it gets comfortable. I
Yeah.
mean, do the uncomfortable until it's comfortable. I don't know how long that's going to take. Who knows? But if you keep doing it, obviously it's going to start to get comfortable and it's just going to be like a part of your routine. And then that's when you can start to like have fun with it. You know, when people are when I had one of my clients ask me like, oh, like, do I have to like weigh out everything exactly? Can I just do like, size of my palm or like that type of thing? I'm like, those ways are like fun little ways. Or she like, can
Mm-hmm.
I eyeball it? And I'm like, until you like know what you're eating every day and you know exactly how much it is, and now you can kind of until you're like scooping it out and you're doing one scoop and it's
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? 2 ounces every time, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I know you know what it is, know how it is. Like I know exactly my calories, I know exactly what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that now I can just eyeball it and just do it without the scale and like make this a part of my daily routine. But I didn't get there by skipping like the main step of even just like doing that first bit of tracking it and making sure I'm weighing it out to a T, you know what I'm saying? To the point two, point one. You know what I mean? Like I had to make sure I did the steps. And it wasn't fun at first. I know I missed my days. I was like way, way back when I was first trying. I'm like, man, forget this chicken and rice,
Mm-hmm.
this ground chicken, beef and rice or whatever. Like, all right, I made my two for the week. I'm gonna go get something else. And that's fine. But as long as I came back to it and I was ready to do my meal prep, I did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about making sure you're doing it the right way, time and time and time, like repetitively, and it'll eventually just become like a part of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just like you said, bro, you got to do the shit that sucks, bro. You got to do the shit that is uncomfortable, that you don't want to do. Because again, if when it comes to weighing your food out and being and guaranteeing results, right? If I got a client, I'm telling them, listen, you can intuitively eat. How are we going to know exactly what you're putting into your body? We don't, right? And if yours like, oh, I know this is 140 or excuse me, 50 grams of protein. How the hell do you know it's 50 grams of protein? And you'll see all this technology to where the scales, they got the the scales to where you put a plate of food or you put like the chicken on there and it weighs
Yeah,
the
and they're
chicken.
like, wait a minute.
Like, what the f
Well,
all
you know,
right,
you can
that'll
do
make no
one.
goddamn sense, man. That'll make you have to get a food scale, use a
Get a real
tracking
scale.
app, and do the meticulous, tedious work. And again, I'm not saying you have to do this for life, but again, you have to get a good idea and understand
Mhm.
that what you're putting into your body, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
Yep,
And if you're not
yep.
making progress in your weight loss journey or even your weight gain journey, because we all know to grow, you got to eat, you got to
Mhm.
put in food, right? If you
Yep.
are not making progress, something with nutrition is most likely off. And the way to guarantee you're making progress is 1000% going to be with the food scale and obviously monitoring all the little things. But I tell a client 100% of the time, if you use a full meal plan to where everything is weighed out to a T, I know exactly what to change, what's working,
Mhm.
where my
Mhm.
manipulations are coming from, and what
Yep.
we have to do to get the results. So
Yep.
it's like do the uncomfortable work for a little bit, get a good idea, get a good understanding, and then make your change and make your move to where you can weigh out a few meals here and there and you can kind of eyeball it
You can all of it,
and have
yeah.
a better idea. You know what I'm saying?
Don't rely on the eyeball too much. But
Hmm.
you can once you have the ability to do so. I mean, now you can. Now you can.
I think it's a 30-second thing, bro. You take out that motherfucking food scale. It's not hard,
It
bro.
don't
People
take long. It
literally
don't
just
take long.
make it
Yeah, they're
so
lazy.
more
People
difficult
are
than it
lazy.
is, bro.
People are
That's what it
lazy.
is,
That's
bro.
exactly
That's
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
That's what it comes down to sometimes. But
Yeah.
it is what it
So
is.
back to more of the training style. Like I mentioned earlier, you're a hybrid coach, right? You coach
Yep.
all different types of training styles. One of my things is you have to somewhat enjoy the type of training and workouts you're doing for you to be doing
Uh-huh.
them, for you to want to do them consistently. What is some advice that you would have for somebody who fucking hates the gym, who hates powerlifting, bodybuilding?
Uh-huh.
What is some advice to help somebody find that style of training, working out, whatever the fuck it is that works for them that they enjoy?
Um, I would say I would say if you really you look at yourself like based off of like your everyday movements, just read yourself. I mean, I know I'm a pretty active guy, so I know that my workouts want to be like should be like amped up, like pretty active. But if you're like somebody that's pretty chill, something like that, and you're like, bro, I don't have time to even like give that much energy to it. I would even say something like powerlifting or something where it's like it's a little bit chiller, it's a little bit slower your
Mhm.
time, and you don't have to. Well, I'm not gonna say you don't have to do as much because I'll be at Diamond State watching those powerlifters, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, these guys are
moving
doing
some
a
weight,
lot.
man.
But it's like that pace is like a lot more calm, controlled, more
Mhm.
slowed down. So just off of just like regular like movements, you're somebody that kind of just like in like your attention span. Like if you like somebody that like ooh, I want to try this. I want to do this. Like, I would recommend like more of like athletics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that keeps you like,
That's a really good
yeah,
point right there, bro. That's a really
something that
good
like
different way to
keeps
look
you
at it.
on your toes. Something that keeps you on
Yeah.
your toes where it's like, all right, like those are like exercises that require those fast twitch muscles, those like quick
Mhm.
reactive things, something that like trains the eye and mind to kind of like react as fast as possible. So I would say just go off of like kind of like the lifestyle you have and then like find and then like a big one, a huge one for me, find the community. Find the community.
Big, bro. Big, 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 big. That's a gem right there.
That's exactly because that makes a huge difference in like your want to like participate in it. You know what I mean? Like when I first started getting into like bodybuilding, I was getting my bodybuilding certification, right? I was at not old gym that I was at. It was like a functional athletic gym, turf around, and obviously that's my background as well. Very, very, very athletic. So that was what I did. But I was like, I want to try something different. I want to try something, you know what I mean, pretty cool. So or cooler than what I'm doing right now, in my opinion at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me start looking into like bodybuilding gyms. And I was looking into training center. And the training center, this was in the old training center. And I remember I'm like, I want to join training center, but I'm like, I'm not going to join training center until I can bench 225 for a 10. You know what I mean? Until
Yep.
I can bench 225 for
Requirement
10.
right
I'm
there.
like, because I know they got some dogs over there. I know they got some dogs. So I'm going to wait until I get over there. But I know I only did that for like a strength aspect, not really like the bodybuilding aspect. I
Mhm.
did it for just for that. So I have found what you call it. I have found Diamond State Iron, and they were very, very, very like super welcoming. You know what I mean? Like, hey, mama. They were very, very super welcoming, and like it felt like a family there to me. Like me, super like super homey community. I love the setup of it when we first got there. I mean, I remember you were going there for a good bit,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
it was like one of those like first like my experiences. I'm not even gonna say one of my first experiences. That's a lot, but it felt like I was like a part of like that bodybuilding community. So I met a lot of people that were into it. Like I got to talk to them. Like what was their reasons why? Like the owners, like Chris and Michelle and everything. I got super cool
mhm,
with them, and I get to hear their story. And they kind of just like got integrated. Like I'm there now, but it kind of got like all integrated, and it just all started off with like that community, like the people
mhm,
that went there. And then like a big thing that really captured my attention at that gym was and it goes along the lines of like that discipline. Like you can go in there and it would be outside the music playing, it would be dead silent. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? But one's working. Like, you know,
Working.
everyone might have their headphones on or something like that. Everyone's working. I mean, all you just hear
Yeah.
is grunts, iron cutting
Uh-huh.
and banging. You know what I mean?
Hard work,
Not too
yep.
much time, hard work. And then it would be a second where it would be like maybe like a minute where like people would gather together and you know what I mean, talking and sharing their points and everything, then get right back to work. And then
Mhm.
it's dead silent again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
Back
I
this is
like
it.
this. I like
This is
this.
it.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
work here. You know what I mean? I like this. So, and I know it's like that in a lot of other gyms, a lot of other communities. But that was the one where I'm like I like these people. Like
Yeah.
these are my people over here. So it was pretty cool. Just you know what I mean? Finding the community that makes it like so much easier to dive deeper into.
That's big, bro, because it's crazy that you say that because like we haven't even brought up like classes because we both do
Mhm.
classes. And I'll say from my business and my coaching, I coach a lot of women.
Yeah.
My coaching roster is probably like 95% women.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
We we have a we have a group chat and it's basically the team chat, bro. Like the support in there is fucking amazing,
Mhm.
right? And I think if you do have a community of like-minded individuals in your corner, not necessarily on the same path, but or not necessarily on the same goal, but on a similar path, it fires you up even fucking more
Yeah.
to
Yep.
be on it, right? When you
Yep.
see these girls are dropping weight, these girls are hitting PRs, these people are making
Yep.
gains, you're like, damn,
I
I'm
gotta
not
be
about
on
to
top of
be
my
off.
game.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be off my shit being the only one. So that's actually that's a fucking gem, man. Community is big, bro. Like even with the classes, to where like again, if you are trying back to like finding your fitness, your style that works out for you,
Mhm.
if you are in the process of finding the workout style, the types of exercise you like, experiment. That's gonna be my fucking advice. Experiment.
That was gonna be my next one. Try more.
You know, go to fucking spin classes, Pilates, fucking go to powerlifting gyms, bodybuilding gyms, fucking experiment. See what you like, see what you
Oh,
don't like. You know what I'm saying? And what you said was perfect. It's like, all right, what is your lifestyle like? What do you enjoy to do? Try that first. You know what I'm
try that
saying?
first. Yep. Try that
But
first.
the community, man, I think that is major because again, you don't want to be the oddball out, right? You don't
Nah.
want to be the oddball out. And I think when you are having a bad day and you can reach out to somebody, hey, listen, I got this shit going on. Like
Yeah.
I had that shit in my life too, you know? It'll be all right, you know? So that is major, bro. Having people in your corner to where it's like, all right, they can support you, they can uplift you. And if you do need a talk, you do need a hand, you have
Mhm.
people there, you know, to where you're gonna want to fall off. Let's be honest. We've all had gym funks. We've
Yep.
all had weeks, months, possibly to where we didn't want to go to the gym, don't want to do our shit, but we got to do what we got to do at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
Gotta
So
get the job.
I think having a community, I think that is fucking awesome, bro. And again, you to find a community, you got to fucking put yourself out there. Shit's just not gonna flop into your goddamn
Nah.
hands, right? You
Nah.
got to experiment. You got to try. You got to be uncomfortable, right? Talk to people, see what they're doing. You know, shoot people DMs, right? Like go to
Yep.
your gym, fucking start conversations. I think that's a fucking gem right there, bro.
Man, that's a gem right there. That's a gem. I not even with that. Like, how important is it to still stay on your track? What's your opinion of like getting too lost in the sauce of trying to be like others at the community? You know what I'm saying?
So that's a that's a great question right there, bro. That's fire, man. I think with that, honestly, you have your own path, you have your own journey. Your page one is different than somebody's page fucking
Mhm.
999, right? But somebody who has made more progress than you, someone who is more advanced than you, they will never tear you down for the most part, right?
For the most part. For the
90% of
most
people,
part.
you know, you're gonna have those douchebag dickheads. But again, somebody who's been through it, they are not going to fucking make fun of you, look at you some type of way, make any they are going to uplift you because that's where they were.
Hmm.
Focus on your own shit, track your own damn progress,
Yep.
stay in your own lane.
Same
At the
lane
end of
with
the
it.
day, what you do, or excuse me, what other people do, what other people think, it's not gonna fucking affect you at the end of the day. I think getting out of your head and realizing that that's probably one of the harder things for people to do is sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. It's like you just got to do what you got to do, keep the foot on the gas, keep the blinders on, and keep checking off the boxes. Do what you got to do, set the goals, and fucking check off the boxes.
Okay.
I think that right there is how somebody can stop fucking comparing themselves to others. Because I think that's common, bro. I think, and it's
It
hard
is.
it's hard not to do so, right? Because again, we want to be at that level, right? We want to be better, and when people are a little bit more advanced, a little bit more ahead in the game, yeah, we want to get there, right? But shit takes time, bro. This shit is a marathon, not a sprint. Your journey is your own journey. This shit takes time. Focus on your own shit, and you'll be perfectly fine.
You got to realize too, like you're in the same room now. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that. You cannot forget
Yep.
that. Like, there's some guys at my gym that I've known for a long time, and even when I was younger, I looked up to them, but I was like, oh man, like they have like great status. You know what I mean? It's cool to like work beside or even be in the same room as these people. Like you got to realize, like once you're like in that room, like you have like no room, or I'm sorry, no option but to like grow. And you're either gonna like continue to be like them, and then after a while, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a cat if you want to be like them, or you'll just simply like outgrow them. You know what I mean? And you continue to like be better. And it's not competition. It's just like we got to continue to get better as individuals. If you're going to your lane, they're going to theirs. You know what I mean? So that's how you kind of like keep that in mind. It's like I'm not trying to be like that. Like in a sense, I want to be greater because I know that's a milestone in mine right there. So if I know that that's just where I want to be at, and obviously I don't want I want to understand where I am and who I'm around. But if I want to like get into a different levels, then I have to, move like I want to move or be in those levels. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
That's facts.
that's just staying in your own lane.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'll pick up off of that. When I first got to training center, I don't say I was still new into it. I was coaching for a few years at the point, but my business just wasn't that big at that time, right? I was coming from pack, still growing my shit. And when I got into the training center community, I was surrounded by coaches who've been doing this shit, bro. I was surrounded by fucking good coaches, good bodybuilding coaches. I was in the fucking mix and I felt like the new kid on the block, right? And again, it's like, damn, how am I? These guys are training fucking 15, 20 people. I got my 4 clients with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had that issue as well, but it's like, it's all how you frame it, right? To where like, damn,
Yeah.
these people are better than me. And it's giving you that negative mindset. Or you could frame it, these people are better than me, ahead of me. How do
Mm-hmm.
I get there?
How do I get there?
Ask
Yep.
those questions,
Yep.
communicate, pick their brains, and again, use it to your advantage because
Mm-hmm.
whether it's business, whether it's relationship, whether it's fitness, if somebody is ahead of you, they probably know the answers you're looking for, or they have some advice that could benefit you. Stay out of your own fucking way, be able to, you know what I'm saying? Talk to
Yeah. Get
people
out of your head.
yeah, get out your head, man. Ask those questions. And again, reframe your mindset to where it's less of competition and more as forcing you to level up and fucking upgrade
Mm-hmm.
yourself. I think the mindset and how people talk to themselves is major, bro. Not only with
Yeah.
little things like that, but also in general, bro. Like people wake up and all they think about is the stressful shit, the hectic shit they got going on in their lives. It's
The
like
problem from yesterday. You know what I mean?
think about the good shit, bro. Think about, you just woke up, you're able to move your body. Be grateful for
Yep.
that, right? You got
Simple
water, you
things like
got
that.
food in the fridge. Be grateful. Don't be fucking mad about the shit you had. You had a shitty day yesterday and you're fucking upset about that. I think the mindset, bro, is probably one of the most underlooked areas that people really, really lack in, bro. Not only in health and fitness, but in life in general. And how you talk to yourself, that inner dialogue is fucking crucial,
Yeah,
bro.
it's crucial,
Crucial in
man. It's
all
crucial.
aspects.
Man, how you talk to yourself is like that's the number one thing, bro. Because if you don't have that internal like thing in your head that believes in yourself, it's like you already lost the game. You know what I'm saying? If there's nothing in my head that's subconsciously telling me like I can do this, or there is something good about this day, or I can like attach it to at least one little thing that am grateful for to even like wake up for, or being able to wake up You know what I'm saying? Like you already lost the race. But the more that you talk to yourself, you know what I mean? You talk, yo, I am great. I am going to do this. I'm going to come into those type of stuff. Like, I have the ability to do this stuff. I'm going to be around these type of people. Like the more that you like talk to yourself and the more that you like start to believe it. Like when they always say when we were younger, if you believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I mean? They was,
Yo, I
yo,
said it on my last podcast, bro. I
yeah,
literally,
I'm
yo, I
telling you.
said that on my last
Yo,
fucking podcast, bro. That's
Yo,
insane.
it's real. Like, yo, if you believe that like real version of yourself, like you can like
Yes.
achieve that because you're gonna start to just like mold yourself into that. Like in my mind, like when I first started training, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be one of the most elite in my area. And like I'm gonna work my way up. I'm gonna be one of the best. Like everyone's gonna know who I am, or know when they see me, they already know what I do because they know I'm here for a reason. And it was like I just kept saying it, like, all right, I'm gonna be one of the greats. I'm gonna put myself in the room where it's like where I am with some of the greatest people. I'm gonna conversate with some of these people. I'm gonna learn from some of the best that's even in my area right now. And that's what I'm continuing to do because it just sets that like mindset of like I'm gonna go find that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go do it, I'm gonna go find it. And if you just kind of talk to yourself that way, and if you put like the value of it at like the utmost, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can go talk to people. I also go like talk to bums. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Uh-huh.
not, not
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, but it's like nah. I want to go like talk to like someone that like, and not saying anything about like bums because you may learn something from you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean, the
for sure.
homeless
Some
guy,
wisdom.
something like that. You know what I mean? You might learn what not to do. But it's like when you start to put yourselves in those rooms, you kind of like you said, I felt like I was like in the Shark Tank, like I was about to get eaten alive out there. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, nah, bro, like you put yourself in a space like to grow even more, like like the goldfish type of reference. Like, and then you put a goldfish in the tank and it'll keep growing as big as it is. I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
it's all about like that
That's facts,
environment,
bro.
or
That's
you know
facts,
what I
man.
mean?
Facts,
Like
facts, facts.
if I can enter into these big rooms and I want to stay in these big rooms, I'm gonna have to like expand my knowledge on how to like even talk to these people in these big rooms. So the more that you even start to talk to them, the more rapport that you build, the more reputation that you build, the more knowledge that you start to gain, the more hands you get to shake, you get more inside exclusive with things. Then you can even start getting into the behind the scenes of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's literally all about like how you talk to yourself every day, every
Man,
morning, every day, all day,
yeah,
all
bro.
night.
I literally after you just said that, I got the motherfucking goosebumps, bro. Because when I first started coaching, my thing was I was very confident. I don't want to say I was cocky. I was very, very confident in my abilities as a coach and trainer, right? I didn't know I had a good idea, but I was still so new into it, right? But I'll say this. I was so, and I can go back through all my posts and you can even see like on my old Instagram posts, I was so fucking confident in
hmm
my abilities as a coach. I was
hmm
so confident in my abilities
Yep.
to get better as a coach. I have a fucking goat on my hand. This
Yeah, I'm
was
telling you.
the greatest of all time. That was my thing coming up when I was coaching, right? I was like, I'm the fucking goat. I'm the goat.
I'm the
And
GOAT.
literally talking myself into this position to where I'm gonna be one of the best. I'm going
hmm
to be great. I'm going to
hmm
level up
Yep.
from the fucking start, bro. That is something that again, I don't want to say it's delusion, but in a
No, you
sense,
got
you gotta fake it till you fucking
you
make
got to
it.
fucking fake it till you make it, bro. It's crazy. You gotta fake it till you make it, or you gotta be like one of my like people that got me into it. You gotta be like obsessed with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have a session, or you gotta be like a damn near psychopath for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to like when I wake up in the morning, this is what I see. This is what I feel. This is what I breathe. Like this is like how I'm even like moving about my day. And then it's like some people can't grasp that. Some people can't understand. Like, how do you like even like do that or even dedicate that time to that? I'm fucking
Mm-hmm.
crazy for this shit.
Yeah.
When you say it like that, people are like, oh, this guy's crazy. Bro, I am. I'm willing to do like the
Yeah.
stuff that like you won't do to get to where I want to be. And it's gonna show because the way that I'm doing it and how much faith and how much I believe in that I can achieve this thing, I'm only going to do it. It
That's
doesn't
it, bro.
matter like what
Mindset.
what what obstacle is in front of me. Like doesn't matter how much time I have. Like if anything, I'm gonna keep trying
Yep.
or keep doing. You know what I mean? We don't not really even try anymore. I'm gonna keep doing this until
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally dead. So I'm crazy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Nah, that's perfect. You say that, bro. And when you say that you're crazy and people like give you those weird looks, what advice would you give somebody, or what are three things that somebody can do right now, again, who lacks discipline, who just cannot stay consistent with the smaller things? What are three things in somebody's day-to-day life that you think are beneficial when it comes to improving their health and fitness. And this can be fucking anything, bro. 3 of your best pieces of advice for somebody who's listening to this, who lacks with discipline and is looking to, again, improve their health and fitness. 3 tips.
3 things I would say. One, if we're even going to get into the nutrition side, throw everything that you know you should not be eating out of your house. Toss it.
Yep.
Toss that shit. Because the accessibility is like what's even like keeping you back from it. You know what I'm
Out of
saying?
sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't think about this stuff, then I don't even have it. It's not there. Like people hate coming to my crib because I don't have anything. I don't have like if I'm gonna get a cheat snack or something like that, like I have to like go there and go get it that
Yeah.
moment and then go do it. And if I don't, I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna make some protein ice cream or something like
Yeah, something else, something healthy.
something
Now,
healthy, something healthy.
now let me ask, since I don't have kids, you don't
Yep.
have kids,
Yep.
what advice would you give to somebody who says, well, I have kids? Go ahead. What is your advice
Kids.
about the
I would
snacking for
say
the kids?
snacking for the kids. I'm like, if we're talking about the kids. I'm like, I mean,
Honest advice.
like how long? I'll ask them like, how long do you want to be around for the kids? Like,
Yo, facts, bro. Yes, man. The hard
honestly,
questions.
the hard question is like, yo, do you honestly want to be around as long as you possibly can be for your kids, like eating like this, when you know for a fact that it is nonsense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to send you on that guilt trip or send you back, set you back like that. But it's like, if we know that I could like give my kids like apples and oranges and like I can feed them the way, and it all starts with you. If I can feed myself a certain
All
way,
starts with you, bro.
I should be
It
able
all
to
starts
feed
with
my
you,
kids a
bro.
certain way. It all
Yes.
starts with you. Like your kids are picking up on like your snack habits and everything, like what you're keeping, because they can't buy that stuff. You
Keep
know
it
what
going,
I
bro.
mean?
Keep it going,
So
bro.
you're
Keep it
the one
going.
that's keeping it in the pantry, doing all that nonsense, and then wondering why the kids are growing up the way they grow up, why they're teeth decaying or they're obese or they're not even listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it all like comes back to like what you're doing for yourself as well. So like that number one thing, like even if you want to take care of your kids and you want to like make sure the kids are happy, throw that shit away and start out. Obviously it's tough to like kind of get them to move into that certain thing, but it's what it comes back down to is the discipline. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm sorry that we're not eating Oreos today and we're eating apple slices and peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still trying at least give it a shot and experiment, like you were saying, the same way with
Yep,
working
yep,
out.
yep.
Same way as we're working out, experiment, try different things. If that doesn't work for you, that doesn't mean just give up on it. Try something else. If you see another recipe, what do you like to eat? We got TikTok and Google and all that good stuff. Put in whatever type of recipe that you want to put in and cook that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
There
simple.
is way too much information, resources, and shit at our disposal
Hmm.
for somebody to use the excuse, I don't know what. And again, if it's to a point to where it's like, I don't know how much to eat, whatever, that's fine. I get that.
That's
Right now,
fine.
everybody got to be a nutritionist. But
Yep. But get
again,
into the
there
rhythm.
are little things that every single person listening to this can do
Yep.
to improve their health and fitness. Right? Your kids like Oreos. All right. Well, obviously, you don't want to give them the Oreos all the time.
Hmm.
So maybe finding a healthier alternative, right? But just like you said, the kids are going to watch the parents and they're going to pick up these healthy traits and unhealthy traits and
Hmm.
habits that the parents are doing, right? If the kids are growing up seeing the parents meal prep every Sunday, go to the grocery store, and
Yep.
their parents are setting these standards to
Yep.
where their kids are, all right, you are not going to get your iPad until you eat your fucking vegetables, shit like that, right? Setting these standards to where you are leading by fucking example, right?
By
You are
example.
leading by example. So I think, and I want to preface that we don't have kids. However, we have both coached
Yeah.
multiple people who are parents and have made great transformations with that advice as well. And it's,
Hmm.
again, you don't have to you don't have to put your kid on a chicken, rice, and broccoli diet. We're not saying
Nope.
that. But
Nope.
again, you can use TikTok to search up a high protein, meal preppable family recipe.
Hmm.
Fuck it. Yo, the
It's so
information is
easy.
out there. It's so
It's
easy,
so
man.
easy.
And there's
It's so easy.
content I tell my clients, listen, if you want meal prep ideas, especially like for more of the macro approaches and lifestyle approaches, if you want meal ideas for your family, I'm not a goddamn chef. I
Yep.
don't know. I eat the same shit Monday through Sunday. I'm not a chef.
Mhm. I found out what I
However, there
like.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what
I
I'm
know it
saying?
works. I know what I like, right? So if you are someone who, I don't know what to eat, I don't know how, Again, I don't know
Yeah,
how much heat, that's a little bit different, but you can clean up what
you
you're
can
doing,
clean
I
it
feel
up.
like, with small little changes and adjustments to your lifestyle, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm. But first, eliminate that bad. Eliminate that bad
Yep.
that you know,
Out of sight, out of mind.
and then start adding in little changes. The second thing I would say, like, bro, just do it. Just get up and do it. Like immediate response. Immediate
Mhm.
response. Like you can talk the same way you say your mindset. You can talk yourself out of meal prep. You can talk yourself out of getting that workout in. But if that thought came in, that thought is there for a reason because you know I got to do
Right.
something. I'll like act on it immediately. Like if you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh shoot, it's this, I got this much time to get to the gym and do this, like do it. Like don't even
Do
like
it.
second question it. Don't even like, oh well maybe I got that meeting. Nah, bro. Just get up and do it. And the more that you start to do that uncomfortable, you know what I mean? It starts to become routine. And then now
Mhm.
you wake up at 5 o'clock and you're like, all right, well, I know my workouts are getting a little bit longer. So now I can start to like set my clock to wake up at 4:30, 4:45. Now you're like setting yourself to make the better choices. It's very simple. Like do it like you got to do what you got to do or do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Or be what you want to be. It's so simple. I had one of I'll call him I'll even call him a mentor, but he's doing this thing in Cali. My boy Ty, he's opening up his one. It's called the One Elite Personal Training Academy in California. It's definitely gonna be a dope thing. And I've been watching him grow from the beginning. So I'll always go back and ask him like certain things, like, "Yo, how do I even like get into this training game? Like, what's some advice that you want to give me?" Simple things, and he said it just like as simple as I told you or told him to just do it. He was like, yo, to be a trainer, he's like, you gotta be a trainer. And I'm like, be a trainer? Like, what does that even mean?
Mhm.
He's like, bro, be a trainer. Like everything that you do, like be a trainer. Eat, sleep, breathe, shit. Do
Yep,
anything a
yep,
trainer
yep.
saw. Dress like a
Facts.
trainer, be an Olympic trainer, like be a trainer. So when people are asking you what you are, or they even saying, or can even look at you say, yo, that guy trains. That's that trainer guy, or aren't you the guy that
Mhm.
trains and stuff like that? Because it's what you are doing. It's like what you're being. You're doing what you have to do to be that. So it's so simple. Where it's like, bro, just do it. Like no process, like no time to like even think of like that negative thought of it. Just get up and do it. Get up and do it.
Yeah.
And
That's a
then
good one. That's a good one.
the third thing, I would also like say something or something that would like get someone like motivated. I mean, this works for me personally. Like, remember your why. You know what I mean? Like, remember like why you would even do this. Do you have kids? What is their trauma in the past? Are you getting larger? Did you try to get in a pair of pants that didn't fit? Like, why would you even make that decision to even do that?
Mhm.
Like, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I want to stay up on top of my health because I already know that I'm a high performer and I want to make sure that I'm performing at the highest ability. So you know what I mean? It could be for a
Mhm.
good thing. But remember like your why. Like every morning, like I'm not saying like if it's trauma or anything like that, but like, yo, if that's what you need to kind of like kickstart you out of your rut, because that's the type of person that I am. Like, well, why am I even doing this? And it's like, oh, I'm doing this because of this. You know what I mean?
Man,
It's like I ate a
bro,
sensu
that's
bean or something like that. You know what I
fire.
mean? It's like, so it's like
Yeah.
I just charged up. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah, yeah,
charged
yeah.
up real quick. It's like this is why I'm
Man,
doing it, but like let me not forget why I'm doing it. So
yeah,
always,
bro.
always, always like remember your why, and that's what keeps like a lot of us driving. Like, and if you don't know that, like do some self, you know, some self evaluation and figure out like why you do the things that you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
bro.
with that.
Yeah. And that is again the uncomfortable actions that people do not want to do. Again, your why. If you're listening to this and you don't have a why, I strongly encourage you to do some fucking thinking. If
Mhm.
you really want to be motivated, do some fucking thinking, right? And whether it is a trauma, whether it is something you are, let's say you're just why you want to work out. I want to work out because I'm not healthy. That's not
Uh-uh.
strong enough though.
That's not strong
What do
enough.
you why do
Yeah.
you I don't feel good about myself. I'm not happy with the way I look. I'm not happy with how my clothes fit. I don't
Hmm.
like how I am 100 pounds heavier than I was in high school. What the fuck? You have to do
Yeah.
some deep thinking and you have
Hmm.
to hold the fucking mirror up, right? Hold the mirror up, call the shit out. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. You're not going to stay in the same spot forever unless you
Yeah.
take action. If you
Yep.
take action, you will move forward. You might move forward a little bit if it's fucking, jack shit, but you're
Yep.
still going to move forward. And just your second tip was just do it. I think people need to, yeah, just do it, but don't try to do it perfectly. right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
try to do it
Yeah.
perfectly. People will wait to the right time, the right hour, the right day. I want to start on Monday. They miss Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start next fucking Monday. No, get your ass up, pick it up, and go the next day.
Yeah.
You have to do some type of action. And again, we're not saying you got to live in the gym 7 days a week, six
Just get
hours
in
of
the gym.
cardio. You just got to get into the gym. You just got to do something. And again, finding that style of workouts. I could put a client on a Just Dance workout program and at home weights. As long as they're doing some type of
As long as they're
workouts,
doing
moving,
something, yeah.
they're enjoying themselves and eating clean, I
Yeah.
guarantee that person's gonna fucking look good, feel good, and move better, man. You know? So it's like something is better than nothing. And I think
Mm-hmm.
so many people just struggle with that problem. It's like, I don't even know what I gotta do in the gym. It's like, first off, get to the fucking
Get to the
gym
gym. You won't
because
know until you
you
get
probably
there.
haven't, and you probably won't know what you gotta do until you fucking do it, you
Until you
know?
start
And
doing it.
again,
Until you start doing it.
if you don't know what you're doing, if you have no guidance, no structure, no knowledge, I know both of our advice is going to be fucking hire a professional, hire somebody like me, like Wilson, that know what we're doing, that we can help you, right? And I strongly believe this. Health and fitness, personal training, coaching, I don't think it is just a luxury service. And if you
Yeah.
got the means for it, you got the means. But if you don't have the knowledge, don't have the discipline to do what you have to do, are you really going to do the research, learn the stuff that you have to do, and then apply it and then hold yourself accountable? Let's be honest, there's a lot that goes into health and fitness: your water intake, your sleep, your stress management, your supplements, your training, your nutrition, all this stuff. There's a lot of factors. Again, all the information is on there. All my clients, all your clients can get
Yeah.
results without us
Yeah.
1000%. They don't need us. However, if you are not going to take action, hold yourself accountable, be disciplined, and do the damn
Mm-hmm.
thing, I
Mm-hmm.
strongly believe that you
Get some pro
need
help.
to invest and you need to spend the money on your health and fitness. Just
Yep.
like if my car is breaking, I don't know shit about fucking cars. I'm probably one of the least handy guys there.
Yeah.
But trust me, I am not about to work on my own shit, and I'm not about to YouTube how
Uh,
to fucking swap an engine. I'm taking my shit to a mechanic, to a
you can't take a
professional.
mechanic to the pros. To
You
the
know what I'm
pros.
saying? To where it's
That
like, all right,
makes sense.
this is not my area of expertise. I know I need my vehicle to get from point A to point B, pay my goddamn bills.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to a professional that I know can help me, that I
Yeah.
know can
Yeah.
give me what I need. So again, if you are someone who lacks discipline, lacks structure, lacks guidance, accountability, you probably need somebody.
Yeah.
I don't want to say to hold your hand, but you need somebody in your corner to fucking help you with this, right?
Yep.
Again, there's a lot that goes into this. You have to take account so many factors. And again, you don't have to be perfect, but to start, I think it's crucial. It's crucial. If you have had a hard time starting, having somebody there with you can be so beneficial to get you started, to get you on the right path, and then to send you on your way when you feel
Yeah.
confident,
It
when you feel
matters.
good. You should have learned a good amount, ask the questions, write
Yep.
shit down, take notes. That
Yep.
way you can maintain your health and fitness and constantly keep improving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think again, health having a coach is a necessity, not a luxury for
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people who, again, aren't going to take that initiative to do what they have to do.
Now let's go off of I have a question after that now. It's one thing to have like clients that like kind of need it and then clients
Mhm,
that want it.
mhm.
What's the biggest difference that you can tell between like those type of clients or those type of people?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. So with clients who need it,
Hmm.
I literally have some clients who know how to train accurate, who know how to track their shit, who know what they're
Yeah.
doing, who literally can get fucking gains by them
Hmm.
themselves. What holds these people there 9 times out of 10 is going to be accountability. Accountability. How
Yeah.
can I help you stay on your shit? How can I help you manage your lifestyle, these challenges, these obstacles around your life and make it fit into your health and fitness? Accountability, bro. That's fucking key. And again, some people they don't need us, bro. Again, the information you could chat GPT the fuck out of your workout plan, nutrition plan, make great results. Is chat GPT gonna
Hmm.
hold you accountable? No, it's
Nah.
fucking not. Let's be
Nah.
honest, right? So I think people who need personal training is again, or coaching, is if you are not going to take the initiative to do the work. Because again, you can find out how to RDL, you can find out how to progress it, you could find out
Hmm.
all this shit, right? The information is there, but are you gonna apply it and are you gonna stick with it? And are you gonna be consistent? Because there's going to be a time period so where you're probably not seeing any gains. How are you even going to track these gains? I
Yep.
think it's an education thing, it's a mindset thing, and it's an accountability thing, bro. You know, if you
Hmm.
need it,
Hmm.
you need it. But
Hmm.
if you want it, I think that is different to where if you want a coach, if you want a personal trainer, you are showing me that you want to level up, that you
You want to level
fucking
up.
want
Yep.
this. You
Yep.
know, so I think that the need and want just separates the type of athlete and the level of athlete that they're at. I don't think it makes it a two like a totally completely different person. I think
Hmm.
it just puts that person that wants it a little bit more ahead of the game than
Yep.
that person that needs it. Not to say that person that needs it can't get to that point that they want it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I've taken clients to where I've taught them everything they need to know, and I sent their ass on their way because they're
Yep.
like, you know
Yep.
what?
Like,
Or excuse me, they were like, listen, I'm actually good. Thank you for your help.
thank you for
I'm
your help.
out.
You
You know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
I'm gone.
But
I'm
I
gone.
do have clients who been with me for 2, 3,
Yep.
3.5 years.
Yep.
And again, we've been through multiple phases to where you know what the hell you're
You know what to
doing.
do. You know what to do.
However, there is always room to level up and improve.
Hmm. Hmm.
Look at the best athletes in the world. The
They
top
got
professional
coaches.
athletes, they all got coaches. Look
Yep.
at the best
Yep. Yep.
bodybuilders in the world. They all got coaches.
Yep. Yep.
You can always improve. There's always room to improve. You can always level up. And I think having somebody there, it makes it that much fucking easier, especially when they're fucking holding you accountable to stay on your shit.
Yep. All right, I got one more for you that kind of branches off of that. So people that want it, people that want it. I'm sorry, people that want it, people that need it. What about like those that are coming back? And I know this probably could touch home for you, like maybe off of like a down period or an injury or you know what I mean, something that like completely set them back. Like what is like something like a piece of advice that you would give for to like stay in it or get back in it? Like what was something that you did to kind of like stay in the mix? You know what I mean?
Another good one, bro. Another good one, man. Coming from me, I've been through the motherfucking ringer. I've
Yeah.
been through the ringer. Multiple lower body injuries, fucking bike accident, bike crash. Yeah, I've been through the ringer, man. And I'll say this, right? You touched on it, bro. Remember your fucking why.
Yeah.
All I had to do was sit with myself in the time frame to where I was down and out.
Mhm.
Why do I want to get back? Why was I even doing this in the first place? Because I
Yep.
didn't have to get back into the gym, bro. I did not.
Mhm.
But I know for a fact where I want to go, what goals I have set. This is what I got to do. Right. So again, taking a step back, looking at your why, and realizing that setbacks happen to fucking everybody.
Yeah, bro.
Setbacks happen to everybody, right? It's completely normal. It's completely natural. Shit happens. All right. Like I said, you have to control what you can control and leave what you can't
Mhm.
control. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, just don't
Right.
worry
So
about it, bro. Don't even worry about it.
I think it's a simple thing of remembering your why and realizing that you are not going to start where you left off at. Right. When I got into the bike accident, I literally was not able to move for the whole month. I had to have my fiance move me from the bed to the restroom. It was insane, bro. For me to, and then 2 months later, be pressing to be
Mhm.
hitting legs, to even be doing a goddamn body weight squat 2 months later.
Yeah, well,
You just have to do it. Back to what you said earlier. You just got to fucking do it. And
you
it's
gotta
crazy
do it,
how
dog.
everything is tying back to each other, right? It's crazy, right? And it's like we know what we're talking about. You just got to fucking do it. Literally, like I hated going to the gym in my fucking boot. I hated only being able to do some lightweight 5 pound dumbbell presses to get the mobility back in my, I fucking hated every second of the mobility and PT work. However, I knew I had to do something to get back to where I was. And again,
Yeah,
it
bro.
wasn't like I jumped back into my 5 to 6 days of training. I was meal prep, meal planning. I took shit slow. I took shit steady, right? I literally started with, all right, we're going to do 2 days of mobility rehab work. We're going to start to clean up the eating. I wasn't moving, so I didn't have an appetite.
Yeah, man.
Slow and steady, bro. Slow and steady wins the motherfucking race. Remember your why and just fucking do it.
and just
That
do it.
is my advice for any time off, any injuries. Also, memory is a real thing. That's just gonna come back, right? And
Mm-hmm.
again,
Mm-hmm.
if since you were in a routine, it's going to be easier because you know what works. You know what you have to do because you were fucking doing it. All you have to do now is take a step back and then slowly build yourself back into it.
Mm-hmm.
So with
Yeah.
time, with patience, that's another thing, bro. Like
Yep.
again, I don't get me wrong. When I got back in the gym, I wanted to get right back to it, man. But I knew I fucking couldn't. And even now, coming from my last injury where I fractured my right ankle, I'm still not at 100%. However, every single week, maybe probably every other week, I'm still making small improvements to getting closer to 100%, whether that's with my comfortability with movements, my confidence in squatting and leg pressing movements, and or my body's just able to handle a little bit more weight and load. When you do have an injury, if the injury is a lot more significant, you're going to need a lot more time off. I'm gonna be
Yeah, you're
honest,
gonna need
right?
some time. Yeah, you're gonna need some
And
time.
also the mental thing, bro. The mental thing just fucking sucks. But again, for you to really get that mental drive back, action leads to momentum. Momentum leads to discipline.
Yep.
That's my gem right
Yep.
there, bro. That is my
I
advice.
like that
That's
one.
my
I like
advice.
that one. That's a good one. That is a good one, man. I love it. I love it. Damn, man. Support you. Gotta stay up on top of your game, man. And the only way that you can
Yeah,
do that is by just doing it, dog. Just doing it. Know the steps. Know what to do. Just get it done.
man. I think, yeah, that was actually a good one, man. That was actually a really fucking good one. And I think that's another thing to where like a lot of people they do have a lot of fucking injuries, man. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
take the average person, they're probably fucked up. They probably got some hip issues, some back issues, some knee pain, you know? Now, let's say somebody does have issues and injuries, limitations. You're big on this, bro, because
Yeah.
you coach a wide
Yeah.
range of different ages. I see on your page,
Uh-huh.
man.
Uh-huh. We get up there. We
How
get up there.
important is working out from the age of 12 to the age of 60? What's the importance of it through all aspects of life? If that makes
Oh
sense.
man, I think it's that. Nah, it makes plenty of sense. It's very. I would say it's one of the most important things that you can do. Like that shapes, literally shapes you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people that have, like, even with some of my clients are that are older, may have worked out their entire lives, and I can tell the difference of the clients that came to me that didn't. You know what I mean? Like it may be something as simple as like just squatting and bending over like that. Like my clients that have been in it since their early 20s, teens. Oh, this is no problem right here. Oh, I can do this. Like I'm only here because of my doctor said this type
Yep.
of stuff. You know
Yep.
what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. 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 Yep.
But but now you have the other ones that kind of like, all right, my doctor recommended me to come here because, he said that it was kind of too late. But now it's like starting from day one. And it's so hard, especially when you get into like at a certain age, because no matter where you start, no matter what you do, no matter how old you are, when you first start working out, that shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? It
It's
hurts.
facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Like no pain, no gain, no pain, no gain. But it hurts, and like when you start getting older, your body starts moving a little bit different. It's harder to recover, especially if you're not eating as much. Your appetite or your metabolism slows down completely, or not completely, but you know what I mean. You're not as hungry, and it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
like do those things to like stay up on top of like the basic needs of the body.
Yeah.
I think like the importance is huge. Like it keeps you active, it keeps you mobile, it keeps you going. I mean, like I tell my clients all the time, I call them my seasoned clients. Like I don't call my old ones. They're seasoned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. OGs.
OGs. You was in the
Yeah.
bottom of the bucket. You know what I mean? Getting more this season.
Uh-huh.
These are my OGs, and I tell them like oh simple. Like if you don't use it, you will lose it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And over time, you can even see how you even start to lose just regular basic mobility, even simple things like balance. I mean, it's so important. And in my opinion, like athletic training or the ability to jump, like plyometrics is like uh
Yeah, bro. You ask a random average person when's the last time they jumped, they're probably not gonna tell
they're
you.
probably not gonna say, oh no, they're gonna get mad. Why that's a big question like that. But being able to like get like clients that are 60, 70, 80 years old to jump, do small box jumps, jump rope. You know what I mean? That is crucial. That is important. And the only way to be able to do that is obviously like getting to action and starting to do it. Or they have had the experience and they've been building it over time to now when they are this age. it's that muscle memory that you were talking about. Like, oh yeah, and people, oh, I haven't jump rope since my jump rope class in 1965. You know what I'm
100 years ago.
yo, years ago. But it's like, yo, it's bringing that back. Now it's something you enjoy, and it just that also like it releases those dopamine to make you feel good about doing it to
Hmm.
keep you doing it as well. So the more that you do it, especially starting from a young age, it keeps you doing it. Like the gym is like the fountain of youth. You know what I mean? Like there's so many. Like I love when my clients come back to me with their doctor's reports. Even when they tell me like, "Yo, I got a doctor appointment like this Friday," I'm like,
Let's go.
"Yo,
Let's
let's
go.
get
Let's
it,
go.
let's get
Yep.
it." Yo, we
Progress
about to
report
upload it.
right
You upload
there.
exactly. I'm like, "Yo, the doctor's about to be like, oh, sure, yeah, you know what I mean?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my job so good. We're gonna work so good that the doctor makes you leave the office feeling good as well.
Yeah. That's awesome shit, man. Yeah.
So it's like things like that, bro. Like even like staying in it, you won't have to get so many of those doctor's reports. You won't have to. I mean, obviously, you still want to be on top of your vitals, but it's not something where you had to check every single day or even on the hour. You know what I mean? Making sure that you're taking this, taking that, just to survive. So working out from the ages of 12 to those preteens to all the way into the time that you're out, I would say like it is very, 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 very crucial, man. It's very, very important. And you don't have to be a bodybuilder, you don't have to be a power lifter, but you can find your way into it. There's plenty of like stories that I see where aunties and grandmothers at 65, 70 years old are entering into powerlifting competitions or getting into powerlifting, lifting hundreds of pounds, 185 pounds, 225 pounds, 300 pounds, you know what I mean? Like at 60, 70 years old because they decided to do it and now they stuck with it and then they found their community, you know what I mean? Like they found a coach, you know what I
Circles right
mean?
the fuck back, man. Right the fuck back.
It definitely matters. And like the ones that do do invest into like those coaches or take it serious about finding what they want to do or figuring out what they want to do. You see it shows they are the elite of their status. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? My 85-year-old client that's moving around, running around, walking all of this, she is the elite of her status where you know what I'm saying? Like of
Yeah.
her age. That is rare. That is rare nowadays.
Hmm.
If you stay in it, you have more of the ability or the chance to like I would even say stay above the average crowd.
Yep.
Stay
Live
above the
fucking
average
live
crowd.
longer too.
Live longer. You
Let's be
live
real. You
longer,
live
bro.
longer too,
You
man.
live longer,
You
man.
know? And you know what's crazy? Working, so I've worked LA Fitness, I've worked Pact, I've worked Edge, I've worked a bunch of different people. And I can say confidently, if you ask any person, whether they're 20, 80, if they wish they started working out earlier, 10 to a fucking 15 times out of 10, they
Yep.
are going to say yes. And
Yep.
sometimes people need a kick in the ass from their doctor to where they're like, listen, your health is in the shitter and you need to do something about this.
Mhm.
Some people need that, right? Some people won't even listen to that first piece of advice
Yep.
until they
Yep.
fucking start feeling some tightness in their chest or they really got to, get some shit done. So I think, bro, that's fucking crucial, man. That's crucial. Like,
It's very important. It's very important.
so yeah, I think working out from when you're fucking start, bro. If you're not doing nothing, fucking start. I think that's
Start
major.
doing
And then,
something.
like I said, if you don't use it, you fucking lose
You
it,
lose. You
just
lose
like
them.
you
You
said, bro.
lose them.
So let me ask now, working in a gym, we've had some years on our belt.
Mhm.
What is something that a certification, a textbook, a video, any type of educational research, what is something that you would only learn about working with people and training and coaching people from working in the field rather than the textbook? What is something that you could only learn working with people?
Communication. I would say communication, like learning how to like talk to whoever and learning and the big thing with being a coach is like learning how to get everybody to understand.
The cues, yes, yes, man.
From like any aspect when it comes to like running your business or even like showing like movements, like the analogies you use, the cues that you use, you have to understand the movement to be able to like give like funny scenarios of it. And then you have
Mm-hmm.
to understand like your client, like the type of person that they are to get them to move this type of way. Like you got all type of like cues, all type of everything for everybody. And it doesn't always work. 'Cause I could say a cue to one client, they look at me like, bro, what are you talking about? But I could say that same cue to another client and they'll say, and they got it just like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, work back. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But I think I would say like being able to communicate at least. And you know what I mean? Like the experience of it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does to look good on paper and to look good when you're in
Mhm,
your hiring
mhm.
processes. Make sure that you get your certifications, your qualifications, and everything like that. But that textbook is only going to teach you so much about who you're actually working with. You know what I
Man,
mean? Like the
that's a
textbook
gem,
just
bro.
tells you. The textbook just tells you like a human body, how to work a human body. It's like, yo, like I have a client. She's in the wheelchair,
Mhm,
bro. That challenged me so much, and I'm like, what is this? But
mhm.
because of that, that's not going to stop me from like
Not providing
understanding
your
what's
service.
going on or not providing my service. I'm going to learn more from her, and I tell her all the time. I'm like, when we first started working together, I'm like, yo, I'm so excited to work with you because I'm going to learn so much from you. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
Problem
Like
solving
I'm
right
gonna
there, bro,
teach
yeah.
you. I'm gonna teach you so much, and I'm gonna learn so much from you from as well. And we're gonna show the world like what we can do, even with our capabilities. You know what I mean, or
Mhm.
incapabilities. I mean, so it's all about the communication, and I wouldn't even be able to like continue those services or even work with it if I didn't even like know how to talk to. You know what I mean?
Man.
If I'm like, and I tell her from the beginning, I'm like, yo, like if I say some wild stuff, like let me know, or if I'm babying you, like let me know. Like I'm just gonna like I'm learning you, and I'm gonna learn how
Mhm.
to make this the easier way to do that, and like going back full circle. I believe like traits like us, like or the traits that we have, like it honestly like is built like off of like especially that military background as well, because that
Major.
military is like it's a it's a melting pot. It's a melting pot of everything and everybody, especially you deployed or not, or you've done any type of mission, or you've been in anywhere, learning how to talk to higher ups, learning how to talk to lower rank, knowing how to talk to this person, that person, da da da. You've met so many different type of
Mhm.
people, so many different type of people, to where now like, all right, I can say an offensive joke around this guy, and he's not going to call
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
We're not gonna go back and forth like it's just all up. Or this person right here is a little bit more sensitive. Jeff, man, when Jeff hears this one thing, he just goes off. But
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, yeah. It's like, let me not say that.
let me not say that. Let me not say that. So it's like you learn how to like deal with people. You learn how to talk to people, and it just gives you like that like basic like communication skill. Because if you want something done, like you gotta like at least say it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
say it out loud until you do it, or until it gets done. So it's that same like being able to communicate. I would say as somebody that's like coming up in the world, get experience in communicating. You know what I'm saying?
That is, bro, that's like perfect, man. Like being able to get your message across effectively, right?
Hmm.
Especially when you are trying to teach somebody something,
Yep. Yep.
especially a person who is new into the gym and has no general idea of how to move their body.
Yep.
Trying to
Yep.
teach an RDL to a random person is like fucking pulling teeth, man.
One of the most
And
challenging things in my career, man.
yeah, bro. And it's like for us to be able to do that effectively, we have to be able to understand what the client needs in that moment, right? And understanding what type of learning style that client has, whether they're an auditory person to where I can give them cues and break it down verbally, or I need to show them and demonstrate
Hmm.
myself,
Hmm.
or we need to go a little bit hands on and I
Yep.
need to put them through the movement and actually like, all right, we're going to move this, right?
Yep. Yep.
But then it's also to where not only how that person retains information, but you also got to be able to break things down to where I see a lot of coaches who use crazy terms or more advanced terms to where
Yep.
it's like neutral spine, we're going to have limit anterior pelvic toe. It's like
It's
your
like,
fucking
whoa,
aunt
what do
doesn't know
you?
what the fuck that is, right? So it's like, all right, how am I going to give you cues
Yeah.
to keep
Yep.
your spine straight? All right, I'm going to tell you, keep your nipples pointed to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
Simple
got
stuff.
nipples,
Yeah.
right?
That's it
So
right
it's
there.
like your
Nipple
nipples are going
point
to be
to the
pointed to
ground.
the ground.
Yep.
And
Yep.
little things like that, it's like
Hmm.
you have to know exactly what that client needs to be able to
Yep.
help them effectively. So again, being a proficient communicator, this is what we fucking do, bro. We're talking all goddamn day,
Huh?
and people can tell off the energy alone that we're talkative, we're communicators, and we do this, right? I can
Yep.
tell, I can say that people can confidently sense that, right? So again, I think that is major. And to go off of that, I'll say my advice that you can only learn working in the gym is everybody's body is different. Everybody's body
Everybody.
is
Yep.
different. What worked for one person may not work for you, right? Whether it's a foot stance in a squat pattern, whether it's a exercise that fucks your lower back and you only feel lower back and you can't perform it properly, somebody may be able to do that perfectly, right?
Yep.
What mobility do you have access to? What range of motion do you have access to, right? Can you even fucking squat without your heels coming off or your knees caving in? Because you probably got some weak ass glutes
Yes.
while
Yep.
your best friend got some strong glutes and, vice versa. So it's like you have to literally just slowly build up,
Yeah.
man.
Slowly build
Slowly
up. Just
build
get
up and
experience.
find what works for you, you know?
Free experience. And that's what I'm saying. Like, still enter those rooms, especially if you're still trying to like level up. Don't be afraid to leave the Planet Fitness and go to the trainer center. Come to Diamond Stay Iron. Like, don't be afraid. Like, if that's what you say you want to do, then do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do it. Make the move.
Make the move. So like, don't be
Yeah.
scared, and then find your lane. You know what I mean? Ask your questions, find your lane, stay in it, and just be proficient in what you do. It's definitely you gotta know that once again everyone is different, and the only way by you starting to understand that once again is by that experience, is by having different types of clients, is by understanding that I have a limited range of motion because my ankles are weak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to this person's squat is different because they have longer femurs. They're taller. This guy is 6'5", so he can't squat like me. That's 5'9", 5'10". You get what
Yep.
I'm saying? We're gonna have different type of movements, and once you start to understand that for all of your clients, or even just put that into perspective, that just
Mm-hmm.
opens you up to be able to like just like learn more instead of just being like, oh, this is the book, this is the right way to do it. Like,
That's
I'm
facts.
not going to switch off about this. It's like, nah, and that's when you start to get a little bit more personable and you can adjust, and your clients or your athletes start to like you even more because
Mm-hmm.
now you're learning them. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that's all communication in total. You know what I mean? Like the way you talk, the way you handle the situation, if you're hands on, if you're demonstration, if you're verbal or written cues. You know what I mean? That's all
Mm-hmm.
still those avenues of communication. Just getting
Location.
everybody to like understand where you're coming from.
That's facts. That's facts. Now, to kind of, you got any other questions before you want to sign off?
Let me see.
Cover
Let
pretty
me
much
see.
all the good ones that I wanted to cover.
I got one more for you, man. In the
Let's do it.
aspect of like training, I would say with your background, I know you have plenty of certifications in different fields, and you train lifestyle and bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say out of those two are like what's like your favorite?
I'm gonna be honest, bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, that's my shit, man. That's my shit, bro. Like when I first started coaching, I mentioned this on my last episode, my goal was to coach bodybuilders from the
Mm-hmm.
start, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yep.
mind you, when I got my
I
certification,
remember
I had
that.
just started working out, man. I was like,
I
I'm gonna coach
remember
all
that.
these,
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
remember
saying,
that.
bro? I had that mindset to I'm gonna coach all these big motherfuckers with
Yep.
me being this little
Yep.
twig. You know what I'm saying? That was just where my head was at, right? So that was the goal. But for me, my business literally it didn't go the route I wanted it to go until literally, I would say last year is when it really started to pick up to
Yep.
more bodybuilding. And now half of my roster is bodybuilding and half of his lifestyle. And it
Mm-hmm.
just blows my fucking mind. It took a year for shit to really change for me. So yeah, I love bodybuilding the clients. Don't get me wrong, my lifestyle people, that's where I started. And I'm forever thankful for every single client because again, I've worked with kids from 8, my oldest guy, 88. I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what people need from everything in between to
Yep.
exercise limitations, mobility, rehab, to building strength, to
Yep.
getting fucking contest prep shredded, to doing I know a lot of shit. I'm very versatile, but I'll say bodybuilding's my shit, man. That is my shit, bro. Like, I don't get me wrong, like I said, I love doing my lifestyle client check-ins because a lot of my
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle clients, they are, I would say, that step right below bodybuilding to
Yep.
where it's like, all right, these people are following a meal plan, they're doing cardio, their
Yep.
regimen is fuck. But we're not putting a stamp on it because like sometimes that title, can throw people off. But like honestly, I try to get all my clients to the point to where they're like bodybuilders
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
end of the
Yep.
day, when you have that regimented lifestyle routine and structure,
Yep.
you make gains. You make
Mhm,
gains.
mhm.
So
Yes,
I
tremendous
love
game.
my lifestyle people, but bodybuilding, that's where my heart is, man. That's where my
Yeah,
heart
I
is.
love
You
I
know?
love that. I love
What
that.
about you? You coach freaking calisthenics, powerlifting, bodybuilding. You coach fucking everything, man. What would you say is your favorite?
I'm gonna still say I love my lifestyle, man. I love just my lifestyle training. So it's just a total like all around. Like I get to do it all, and I get to introduce them into like all different like powerlifting, bodybuilding, calisthenics. I get to like introduce you into like doing that type of like motions without like saying I am this. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you say like I like you like to build your clients to like I say we can look like we like are ready to get into a prep phase or something like
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
because I have my certifications in this as well and I did my
Yep.
study and I know I like the human body. I
You
like
could
to
build it
build
up.
the
You could
human
build it
body.
up.
I can build the body. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we're not getting show ready. Like we're just being like we're getting sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
And how you
bodybuilding,
say it
oh,
makes a difference, bro.
it
Yeah,
makes a
we're just getting
difference. It
sexy
makes
out
it, yeah, we're
here.
just
We're
getting
not
sexy,
prepping.
right?
We're just getting
We're not
sexy.
prepping. We're just getting sexy. We're just getting you sexy for the beach. Like we're getting ready. We're getting ready for bikini season. You know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna call you a bodybuilder. I'm not gonna do because that's not what we are. We're just being the best that we can be in like our lifestyles. It makes them want to do it even more because now they get that comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, are you a bodybuilder? It's like, no, I'm not. Oh, they not even
No,
know. It's
I
like, oh,
appreciate the
okay, I'm
compliment.
not.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm just like, nah, no, my coach he hasn't gave me a date yet. So you know, but it's simple things.
Feels good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, are you? Oh, you play sports, bro? You an athlete? Just oh, you know, I don't really play sports anymore. But the way that I'm moving reminds me of how I used to back in the day. I was an
Uh-huh.
athlete, so you know what I mean. I could say, I'm back at that
Yeah,
level. I'm
yeah, yeah.
feeling
You
good.
feeling
I'm
good. You
feeling good.
moving.
I'm feeling good. You lifting heavy weights, we on a strength training program. We're in the strength and power. And the ladies are moving 300, almost 400 pounds. The fellas are moving 400 pounds, almost 500 pounds. Are you powerlifters? Ah, no, no, we're not powerlifters, but
Moving some
we're
shit.
just regular people. We just like to move some shit. Like, you know what I mean? We're just
Uh-huh.
regular people in our lifestyles that can do like incredible things. You know what I mean? So,
Love that, man.
like, I take pride on, you know what I mean? People having the ability to do and using the time that they have to like make it even better. And like the better that they get at it, like the more time that they give, like the longevity out of this is crazy. You know what I mean? You can live to beat the odds of passing that what now like 60 something years old,
Mm-hmm.
67, 68,
It's
not
going
even
down.
making it to like 70. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I want to get to 80 years old. And when you see those people that are 80 years old that are like stacked and ripped and everything, how long have they been working out? Since they
Years.
were like 12
Years.
years old.
Years. Yep. 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 Years, man. It's like we fucking know what we're talking about.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like I like that. I love the lifestyle of it because it prevents those health issues. It keeps you feeling good and it keeps you driven. It makes you like want to do more. Like I say all the time, you look good, you feel good, you do good.
Mm-hmm.
The more that you keep doing this stuff, you're going to start to look good and you're going to start to perform well and it's going to make you feel good. And the more that you feel good about doing it, the more that you're going to do good with it or for it or have for yourself, whatever you can do. You may not have went outside to help somebody shovel the snow. But since you've been working out, I want to show off my gains. I want to
I
show
want to
off
show
that I'm
these
getting
gains
come
off type shit. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that. So love like lifestyle. But I would even say right under that, I'm would even still say athletic, like functional and athletic training.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that explosiveness, like that drive and that like competitiveness that it gives you, like the mindset that thinks like, bro, I can fucking like
Fuck
compete
some
with
shit up.
anybody. I can
Uh-huh.
fuck some shit up. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to go outside? You want to get physical?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
You
want
can
to
do
run
that. You
around or
got the
something like that? We can
capabilities.
do that. He got the capability to do
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that. Like I like the confidence that comes from the athletes and like the way they exude on the field or they show like or exudes out of them when they show it on the field or they show it
Mm-hmm.
like we just had one of our young athletes just commit to whew, I'm forgetting the name, school in Virginia. He just committed as a defensive tackle.
There we go.
I've
There
been
we go.
seeing this guy. I've been seeing this guy. We've been running the programs with him, and I've been seeing his numbers shoot up and increasing. I'm
Fuck yeah,
seeing
bro. We
like
love
his
that
work
shit, man. We
ethic,
love to see it.
like from like even like week 1 to like week 12. I'm like that 3 months. You're a totally different person, body wise, the way you move, your mindset, and everything like that. And it's like that just charged him up to like take him to the next level. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even
Fire
like
this shit
things
up.
like that, we just fired you up so more. So now we're so elite now. We're going to the next level,
Love
and
that shit, bro.
that's what we want to keep doing. Like you want to continue to be great, and when you get to that level of great, like what you gonna do? Are you gonna stay there, or you gonna
Get better.
make another leap? You're gonna get better, and just because you're
Mm-hmm.
getting better doesn't mean you were ever bad. You know what I mean? So, so I like
Just because you getting better doesn't mean you were ever bad. That's a fucking gem, bro. That's a
that's a good
gem.
one. I
Yo.
like that.
Holy
Yo,
shit,
man,
off
like
the dome, man.
you can continue to be great. You know what I mean? You can continue to be great, and it's very, very possible. Like I love those type of people. I like, as I've been saying to my clients, I just want to make the great greater. You know what I'm saying? People that want to do it, like said it like that, need to. And I will always help, but I have a whole lot more fun with the ones that want to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
facts,
So
man. That's facts.
it's like everybody keep it in. It's I would say that athlete and that lifestyle training, those are most definitely
Love that,
because you
man.
can
Love that.
implement that right into your lifestyle.
Love that shit, bro. Love that shit. All right, bro. Let's sign off, man. Let me act. Let me say, is how can people contact you? How can people get with you for coaching? Give your socials, give your handles, give all the goodies.
All the goodies. You can reach me on pretty much any social, Instagram, Facebook, uh, Twitter, even TikTok. Google us as well if you want to Google us. I always like the Google leads because if you get a chance to see those reviews on there, and I'm sure you guys would be pretty satisfied with seeing what's going on at the lab. You can check me out at Diamond State Iron. I run my small business, the Lab Fitness, out of there. If you want to Instagram and Google us as well, the Lab Fitness, and Seriously Wills for my social medias. You can email us, give us a call at 302-494-0542.
There we go.
If you just want to sit and chit chat as well, we offer personal training, strength training, functional athletic training, strength and mobility, calisthenics. Like Eddie was saying, we kind of have ranges of it all, and also online coaching as well. So if you just need that bug in your ear
Mm-hmm.
for a coach that just kind of keeps you on track, we most definitely offer that. So we are the place that you can find some of your top trainers or most elite trainers with the Lab Fitness, and hopefully I can continue to, work with Eddie, and, we can expand the community. You know what I mean?
One
So
thousand
it's
percent. 1,000%.
you can find me. You can almost find me anywhere. In most places, or most of the places you'll find me is usually at the gym.
Yes,
If you want
sir.
to, if you just want to come and chat with me, pull up to Diamond State Iron. I'm always there, and we can, like, just sit down and just talk. I mean, like, I don't mind giving the time when I have the time. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
kind of try to keep myself busy. When you want to come in, we can most definitely see what's going on, and hopefully figure out a game plan to continue to make the best you or create the greatest you ever.
Yep. I will make sure to drop Wilson's Instagram, all his social media handles. That way, if anybody wants to reach out, has questions, they can contact him directly. But with that being said, thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in with the guys. We have dropped some gems for you. Hopefully, you guys all learned something, got some great insight, great feedback, and can use some of the information and tips that we talked about in your health and
Mhm.
fitness. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay in your own lane, keep pushing, and never give up. You got anything to sign off, Wilson?
Shoot, just get up and do it, man. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and just go do it. Get the job done. Get the job done. And if you need a coach, you got two elite ones that's sitting right in front of your face or sitting right in your ears. Please contact us so we can make the difference.
Yes, sir. Do not be afraid to reach out, guys, if you have any questions. Wilson will definitely be on for another episode. So, yeah, stay tuned for future episodes. Next episode is going to be live next Thursday at 1 p.m. YouTube video is up as well. Make sure to tap in, tune in over there with your boy. But that's going to do it. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night. I will talk to you guys soon. That's going to do it for this episode. Peace.
Cool. Cool.